All right, folks, got the dream bike, the dream motorcycle. And this is one that many YouTubers make content on, whether it be a car, a motorcycle, or tech, or anything. But it's a subject that many people strive towards achieving one day to say, I bought the dream, and let me share it to you. And we watch as our favorite YouTubers, journalists, or creators drown in this excitement, hoping that we too can get in on some of this fun one day. And those of you that follow me know how much I love my 109, and I know a lot of you are probably tired of hearing me talk about it and want to see more Indian content. Well, I don't have an Indian anymore, so the 109 is gonna have to carry me just like the Scout Barber did. So even after riding newer and better motorcycles with fresh gadgets, gizmos, and power numbers, along with a new motorcycle purchase in the cards soon for me, which is further messing up my thoughts, why am I still holding on to this motorcycle? Let me explain. Well, if you didn't get it before, straight up, the 109 is not for sale. And if you do like 109s, or you like cruisers or muscle bikes, or if you like the way I do things around here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss anything that I got coming in the future. I'd appreciate it. But what did you expect? Can you not see the love and bond that we have together? But hey, if you go back and watch old Bicasso videos, you would find gems like this.
Or you watch and learn how you pick up a motorcycle.
But don't go watch old Bicasso videos.
I'm blogging.
They suck.
Huh? Well, everybody, we're here at Adams Motorsports.
And even after having moments like this on the Ducati X Diavolo,
And I think the Diablo might be that, but long term, God, this thing is just, oh, God, this thing.
or moments like this on the Indian Challenger,
Ooh, that was almost 60 there. Fairly quick. Oh, y'all, yeah. Oh, let me slow down a little bit.
and at least sitting on the Triumph Rocket 3, still haven't gotten a chance to ride it. I still have a sweet spot for the M109. I'm still drawn to it even after owning multiple bikes, including the Indian Scout Barber. And we could say that, yes, it's because it's paid for, or maybe because blue is my favorite color, or maybe because it has a white stripe, or because I think buying a brand new motorcycle is absurd with so many good use options on the market. More on that at another time. But all of that is valid, including the fact that the M109R is my original dream motorcycle. Now for context, I define the dream motorcycle as one I'm aspiring to own, or have the ambition to work towards getting one day. Back when I bought my first motorcycle in 2012, I originally wanted a Suzuki M109R. And my uncle, you all know him by the white Indian Chieftain, and also Brian with the red Indian Chieftain, they both had M109Rs, which led me to want one of my own. And yes, this is a young Bicasso before he started riding, sitting on an M109R. Yeah, I've been hitting y'all with a lot of never before seen throwbacks lately. But with that dream, I ended up having to settle for the Suzuki M50 because I couldn't afford the 109. But it wasn't all bad. I learned how to become a safe rider and falling in love with everything that is riding a motorcycle. Don't mind my lack of helmet and gear. That eventually came, and eventually I saved up enough money to buy the 109. But either way, I was hooked. And with owning the 109, I credit it to the friendships and many experiences I've had along the way. It taught me how to handle the weight of an almost 2-liter engine beneath my thighs, something that could really get me in trouble, which also taught me the responsibility of respecting a beast. And all of the experiences I've gotten from riding the 109 has made other bikes like the Indian Chieftain, the Challenger, the Road Glide, the Rocket 3, and the other bikes, made them feel less intimidating. It also made me ride a bit too relaxed on bikes I take advantage of because of their smaller stature. Like the Indian Scout Barber, it made it feel tiny compared to the stature of the 109. But now I have the confidence that I can ride anything. And I know that may sound a bit arrogant, but if you've ridden one, you'd understand. But this doesn't mean I'd go out and ride a Victory Vision though. that thing is just huge. It's just a big ass couch. Anyway, I can never bring myself to truly get over the presence that the 109 brings. And since putting it in the spotlight on the channel, it's been the topic of discussion many times on why I should modify it and turn it into a touring machine. But this was after everyone I knew upgraded from 109s to Victories and then to Indian. And once I started doing longer trips on the 109, having extra luggage capacity or extra room to stretch my legs, that started to make sense. And not to mention, it's kind of awful to ride behind touring bikes without having a windshield yourself. Because at that point you get nothing but wind buffeting and that stank dirty air that comes off of their damn windshields. It's not fun. But the convenience of having bags, windshields, and other motorcycle luxuries began to sway my thoughts on why I got the 109 in the first place. And it didn't help that I rode through Cali on the Indian Chieftain with the 116, and it showed its natural ass on how good it is. Damn, that bike is good, y'all. Then I got a brief moment on a road glide. Thank you so much for that, Chris. I can never thank you enough for that brief experience. It was dope, and it just messed up my thoughts even more, because riding the Indian Chieftain wasn't just about the name, but the whole experience. And it had me hooked and ready to make a change, and then I thought about why the 109 was there in the first place. And it's simply for the character and aesthetic that it brings in its stock form. I love everything as it is. It looks aggressive and agile even while sitting still, even though it's almost 800 pounds. It hides its weight well, but still drops a significant amount of power down to that 250 exposed rear tire without even having to drop a gear. And with the engineering Suzuki has put into the chassis design and suspension, it'll hold a line and have you grinning from ear to ear. And see, that's me grinning from ear to ear, whole time. And it doesn't try to be something it's not, because it doesn't have to be. It's all muscle, and that's it. But I 100% get the appeal of bags, fairings, and a windshield. And when I did that brief tour in Cali, I was able to transport everything with ease because of the bags. I actually had access to my uncle's Indian Chieftain, and I was able to drop my bags in his Indian Chieftain to test everything out. And when I got to Cali, I just dropped the bag in when I picked the bike up. Same thing when I dropped the bike off. Picked my bag up and I kept it moving. They just made everything more convenient. And I've always kind of had this thought of less is more. And I've always tried to only take what I can carry, and I try to figure out the rest along the way. I feel like it forces me out of my comfort zone, but there's also comfort in knowing that the 109 can do whatever I need it to do when I ask of it. I even said this back in 2016 when I was riding the Ducati XD Oval.
I can sort of get, I've been riding the 109 long enough to where now I need a windshield. If there are some decent looking windshields for the XDR that offer some kind of practicality in their functions, then I would totally get a windshield for this bike. The bags, I'm not completely closed to hard bags, but I just don't, I'm at the stage of my life where I don't know if I want full baggers. I like being able to put a book bag on and put a tank bag on my bike and have everything I need in it, the bare necessities, versus having the tank bag for the XD Oval and having, for the Victories and having more stuff in it. All right, guys.
And unlike many bikes, it doesn't have to earn any respect. The title M109R is all that needs to be said. It's like walking up next to a Kawasaki H2. You just know what it is. And after holding me down for years, I don't plan on selling the 109 if I don't have to. It's earned a permanent spot in my stable, and I'll do anything I can to avoid seller's regret one day. And I'm sure some of you have had that one motorcycle or thing you wish you didn't sell. Comment below what that may be. So the question is, do I have another dream motorcycle? You can have more than one dream, right? Of course you can. But yes, I have the ambition of owning other motorcycles. I've ridden enough bikes to know kind of what I want out of my next ride, but you can be assured that it won't replace the 109. But the next will complement the heavy lifting the 109 does, not only to keep this channel afloat, but to keep my rider interest going. But being that I haven't talked about a new motorcycle on the channel since the Indian Scout Bobber, especially since so many people are asking me, when are you gonna get another Indian, Brandon? When are you gonna get this? You should get a Chieftain, you should get a Springfield, you should get an FTR, you should get another Bobber. Well, we'll talk about that in a future video, so definitely hit that subscribe button so you don't miss that conversation. But I pass the question off to you. What is your dream motorcycle? And whatever that bike is, do you already have it? And I'd love to know what it is and what experiences you've had with it. Thumbs up if that dream bike is the 109. You get extra points. But if you enjoyed it and can get down with the dream bike train, hit that subscribe button too while you're at it. And I'll catch y'all in the very near next one.